Hey, I hope y'all been doing good. I've been busy this week with things at work related, and been kind of tired by the time I get home, and had some other obligations to do after work and things, and hadn't really videoed much. But I was going to show you. Didn't get done today what I'd planned on doing on Saturday, but ended up having some company and things come by. But got a pretty good pile of wood. Like everything right here I sawed up today, and we'll try to get into splitting that this week, hopefully. But pretty good little bunch of wood for hit or miss getting to work on it today. I'm planning on trying to get a bunch of it sawed up. I think I've got all I need, but I'd rather be doing it right now while the ground's dry and it's warm than doing it this winter when it's cold and snowy and muddy and messy. But we'll hopefully get that split up here soon. But what this video is mainly about is finally got me an attachment sponsorship, and something I've been wanting for my tractor for a long time, and pretty excited about. But I'll show you what it is. I'm not going to tell you where it come from. You can figure that out towards the end of the video probably, and leave your guesses in the comments. Some of you probably already know. But anyways, the bucket that come on this John Deere, it's just a 6 foot wide shallow bucket. I don't know why they send such a small bucket with these tractors. I think the global style attached buckets are a little bigger. The skid steer ones, they use a bucket off a smaller tractor, and I've never been satisfied with this bucket right here. So now we've got this one. Look at the difference. That's a 7 foot bucket, 84 inches. Without the tooth bar on that bucket, this bucket would be quite a bit deeper. We can actually measure it and see. I think they're about the same with the tooth bar, but without it they're... Okay, to back here, 24 inches. Right there, or 24 inches. So they're about the same with the tooth bar. Without the tooth bar, this bucket is about 19 inches deep. So a little more capacity. Tooth bar could be added here. Bucket has a serrated edge on the side to help cut roots and things when you're digging into a bank. Cutting edge on the bottom, and a bit on the side. Skid steer quick attach. It's 3/8 plate on the back and the floor, 1/4 inch plate on the sides with another 4 inch by 1/4 inch plate right there as a extra cutting edge that's serrated on the sides to help stiffen them edges. On my Kubota bucket, I actually had folded the side out on it on one side digging stumps one time, but this bucket probably won't be digging stumps. We'll save this smaller one or the stump bucket for that. But it should be plenty stout. I'm excited to use it, and you can tell the 6 foot bucket, after I widen the tractor out, or even before I widened it out, it's just not wide enough. You can tell this one is wider than my front wheels, and not hardly as wide as the rear, but it's close. So that'll make it a lot easier digging up into banks and stuff, get more capacity, and fits the tractor. Like, that looks so much better on that tractor, I think, than what the factory bucket did. Another thing, this bucket, the John Deere bucket, you can tell how it comes back, it curves out. It's not a flat bottom bucket all the way back. And that made it pretty aggravating trying to grade. It was harder to tell what you was doing when you was trying to do some fine grading. This one has a good long flat surface, and it's easier to tell that your bucket's level and kind of how you're grading and your depth and everything. This one's just hard to judge because when this bucket's rolled forward, this back edge is pretty high off the ground. It just makes trying to do grade work a little more difficult. That's something that I liked about the bucket on the Kubota, is it had that good flat bottom like this one here does. I'm definitely excited about it. I think it's a good looking attachment. You can tell right here looking down the side of the tractor. You can see the bucket edge sticking out if you kind of sight down this edge. And of course it's wider than the front wheel. These tractors need a 7-foot bucket, I believe. And that skid steer bucket I borrowed from Anthony, it was wider, but it was just too long. Like, it was too deep. I mean, the tractor handled it fine without any issues, but it took a lot of weight off the back end of it, having that much leverage out in front of you. I think this one is well suited as far as the width, the height, the depth, and everything for a farm tractor. I thought I'd set them in here together where you kind of get a little comparison. And I kind of like the black color for a bucket on a green tractor better than I do the green bucket. Needs that little bit of transition color. But anyways, I know this ain't much of a video, but I'll leave some information right here at the end, and appreciate y'all watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Hopefully it'll be sooner this time. Have a good one. So for the ones of you that stayed all the way to the end, what we did is I did a little competition among my students, and I had them make a small scaled down version of a front end loader bucket, 7 inches wide. We kind of did it to scale, so 1 inch equaled 1 foot is the way we did it. And they had to design it, and I had them split up in groups, and I picked the best design and the best looking one out of that, and that's what we modeled this bucket after. We did a few changes, not much, basically the same. And the winning of that was Landon and Clay out of my class. And that's whose bucket we modeled this after, and they did a fine job. It's all welded with flux core. A little bit of solid wire in a few places, but primarily all dual shield flux core MIG. And I believe it'll be a very well built bucket. But for the ones of you that stuck around to see this, I appreciate it, and I wanted to share how we come up with this idea. And much happier with it than if I'd went and bought something. So, decided to put it to work. See y'all.